all credit to Rajasthan because we'll have a look at the batting card. If you all can give me a little insight on, do you think the turning point was probably the 15th over when both Conway and
the Chahal over?
Yes, the Chahal
Raidu.
over.
And the
Raidu
Raidu stuff
went.
that didn't work, yeah.
Yes.
So here's something interesting. Raidu gives himself how much time? Raidu 1 of 2. Raidu's given himself 1 ball and he's gone for the big one. Next 2 overs, you've only taken 9. So who gives whom how much time? So it's a tricky one. Dhoni backs himself. Maybe Raidu's role was to bring down the rate knowing that Dhoni is coming. Because in a team like CSK, your roles are defined. You're told what to do. But it could be that. I actually think I might go a little further back.
Because 9 to 14, the overs 9 to 14, they only gave away 27 runs. So then they were under pressure to go for it. And that's where they lost those 2 wickets.
Yeah, I'm looking at Ravichandran Ashwin's 12th over where he gets a wicket. Then, would have been Chahal's 15th though. And then Ashwin comes and bowls a 4-run over.
Yes.
So in the game, I think we have to make sure that we're not becoming like robots. We just look at the numbers and we forget what's actually happening in the game, right? And if you watch this game, like we go back and we say, oh, yeah, can't sleep, adrenaline, whatever, and you watch the game over again, and there'll be the moments you think, oh, could have seized that, and oh, which might not be so evident when you watch it the first time round. And for me, they're little things. So when the matchups happen, lefty against leg spinner, got to try and hit him for 6. And that in a big scenario where you're going, oh, there's still 40 odd to get, might seem like nothing when the guy gets just 1 or gets just 2, but it's an opportunity missed. And it's a case of any other day, batting first, for instance, captain decides he's going to bowl Zampa 1 more. And you think, oh, should it be Zampa? Should it be? No, why is he going back there? Lefty gets on strike.
Yes.
You think, he's going to take him down. He's going to smash him. And he doesn't. He delays it. I think it delays it an over. And when the next over comes, and I think it's Holder who bowls the next over, the intent turns up, not with the first ball, with I think it was the third ball, where he decides, okay, now I've got to go, and it just so happens to be in the slot, bang, away goes 4, and then away goes Jadeja, right? And it's not easy because also, and Harsh, you're asking the question, when is it too late? In the mind of the batter, I think there's also the timing aspect where he thinks, no, I think we're doing this according to the time. I've got to get to ball number 20 overs done, and I think by then we'll have got there. So that's what he's also trying to balance in his mind. And as he balances it, he thinks he's on track. But if you then don't get there, that's when retrospectively you're sitting and you're thinking, should have, could have, over there, right?
Dhoni always plays the game into a situation where the pressure is back on the bowler. So he's often said, if I have to get 15 of the last 4 balls, who is the pressure on? Is the pressure on the bowler or is the pressure on the batter? At that point, the bowler is expected to win. So the bowler has more to lose. The batter's free. He said, that is when you win the game. So I just wonder whether Dhoni was taking into a situation where he thought, okay, Holder we can get runs off. Holder is often expensive at the end. Kuldeep Sen, this is an interesting one. Another very good bowler off the field. Only bowled 2 overs. So Sanju Samson doesn't have him available.
Yes.
So he's probably thinking, right, who can I take down? And can I take it to a stage where the pressure is now on the bowler to win? That is where I win the game.
Do you think this happens at the strategic timeout where they have that 2.5 minutes where
Every over of Dhoni is a strategic timeout. Every over he's just thinking. Now Sandeep Sharma has missed 2 and he's got to bowl 3. I think to come back from missing 2 to nail 3 is extraordinary bowling.
But also the very fact that whoever you're up against, you know, if you're up against someone who doesn't do it, right, then the possibility and the probability of you getting the ball where you want is increased because you're not really under the pressure. Yes, you're under the pressure because you're supposed it's a difficult ball to bowl and all the rest of it. But there's more of it if the person who's there is capable of hitting it out the ground multiple numbers of times, right? So when that's there and you've missed and it looks like it's going one way, the stadium's now chanting CSK, CSK, if not Dhoni, Dhoni,
Yes.
Dhoni. It's as if you're gone. You're like a lamb to the slaughter. You've got to kind of shake all that off and still manage to produce the ball.
Yeah.
And not just one, because it wasn't one. If it was only one, it'd be going, oh, well, but he had to produce 3 of them.
I
And
just
one was a
hope,
dot, one was 1, and the last one was 1, right?
I
Magnificent.
just hope at the end of the day, the narrative is not, and he's a great player, not on how Dhoni brought it that close,
Yes.
but on how Sandeep Sharma defended. I think the stories of Sandeep Sharma.
And-
But let me come back to how late. 40 of 12 balls, single, comes down to 38 of 10 balls. And it came down to 7 of 3. It's amazing where this game has gone.